Morning, Chairman McGovern and Ranking Member Cole. Thank you for allowing me to address the Rules Committee on this important topic. I'd like to express my disappointment at the outset that we would even consider making proxy voting permanent. The proxy vote was only instituted in response to the global pandemic, but that pandemic is now shifting to an endemic. The House is moving back to normal operations, thankfully, so the requirement to vote in person must be reinstated. I'm a freshman who's never voted by proxy, and frankly, I took a lot of flack for missing votes last year when I flew home to Florida to make an official event appearance with my governor at his request. Other than those missed votes, I've been present for every other vote. Missing votes will always happen, it always has. Allowing members to skip voting in person, a critical part of our duties, is wrong. Many of my colleagues have abused the proxy vote. We all know it, we do. Some members have missed 31 days of floor votes, the equivalent of 7 full weeks of voting. The American people sent us to Congress to debate legislation, advocate for our constituents, and be present to vote on their behalf. In the 117th Congress, the House has been in session for 124 days. That means some members have been absent for a full quarter of the days that we voted. I don't know a single job in America, outside of government perhaps, where you could skip work 25% of the time and still be allowed to have your job and remain employed. While much of America shifted to telework during the pandemic, many of my colleagues have chosen to hand over their proxy vote to another member for a variety of non-COVID reasons. Colleagues who vote by proxy sign a legal affidavit stating that they are physically unable to attend proceedings in the House chamber due to the ongoing public health emergency. I'm not a lawyer, but it's worth noting that an affidavit is, quote, a written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation for use as evidence in court. I've seen colleagues attend virtual hearings in their cars while en route to events in their districts, stand outside the Capitol holding press conferences while others voted their proxy inside the building, or even post on social media about their exotic vacations taking during vote days. But they submitted affidavits swearing they were physically unable to attend proceedings in the House chamber due to the ongoing public health emergency. And we wonder why the American public has such a low opinion of Congress. The truth is, many of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle, and it is truly both, like the convenience of proxy voting. But that's not good enough reason to shirk our duty to the American people. It's disgraceful and it needs to stop. The success of this institution relies on personal relationships and our ability to make the case for priorities that our constituents need. We need to build coalitions to get our bills across the finish line. We cannot advocate, build coalitions, or effectively serve the American public over Zoom or voting by proxy. As you debate this important issue, I would ask you to drill down to the heart of the matter and ask yourselves this question. Would permanent proxy voting make us a better functioning institution? And would it better serve the American public? Based on the abuses I've witnessed, I am certain that answer is no, and I think you know that answer too. I thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.